Hello students, in this lecture we are going to see new points which is Pfaffian differential equation. Now let's see the definition of Pfaffian relation. The expression summation I runs from 1 to n fi of x1 x2 up to on xn dxi, call this as equation 1, in which fi which is I from 1 to n are functions of sum or all of n independent variables x1 x2 up to on xn is called Pfaffian differential form in n variable. Similarly, the relation summation I from 1 to n fi dxi is equal to 0 is called Pfaffian differential equation. Okay, so the differential equation is of the form summation I from 1 to n fi dxi, that is f1 dx1 plus f2 dx2 plus up to so on fn dxn is equal to 0 is called Pfaffian differential equation. So there is a fundamental difference between Pfaffian differential equation in two variables and those in higher number of variables. Now we will consider two types separately. First, two variables Pfaffian differential equation means here if I put I is equal to 2 means what we get f1 dx1 plus f2 dx2. So I will take two values p and q which is functions of x and y. So for n equal to 2 we get p of xy dx plus q of xy dy is equal to 0. So here we have considered two variables Pfaffian differential equation. So here p and q are two variables. So I will solve this equation. So after solving it, we get dy by dx is equal to minus p of x y. Okay. So dy by dx is equal to, I will call minus p by q is nothing but f of xy, where f of xy is equal to minus p upon p of xy divided by q of xy is another function. Okay. So the function p of xy and q of xy. So solving given equation. So what is given equation? Which is p of xy dx plus q of xy dy is equal to 0. So which is equal to dy by dx is equal to minus plus f of xy. So after solving this, we get the solution q of xy is equal to c, where c is constant, which defines a function y of x which satisfy identically the differential equation 3. What is differential equation 3? So differential equation 3 is p of xy dx plus q of xy dy is equal to 0. Means what? After solving this differential equation, you will get the solution phi of xy is equal to c, where c is a constant. So it may happen that the differential form p dx plus q dy may be written in the form d phi of xy, where d phi is total or exact differential equation. So in which case it is said to be exact or integrable. So we can write it as p dx plus q dy is equal to d phi of xy. Even when the form is not exact, then the equation 5 can be written as. So what is equation 5? So equation 5 is, here I call phi of xy is equal to c, which is equation 5. So equation 5 can be written in the form dy by phi by dy by x dx plus dy by phi by dy by y dy is equal to 0, because phi is functions of x and y. So I can write phi is function of xy. So dy by phi by dy by x dx plus dy by phi by dy by y dy is equal to 0. That there exists a function phi of xy and function mu of xy such that, so mu can be written as, so there exists mu such that 1 upon p dy by phi by dy by x is equal to 1 upon q dy by phi by dy by y is equal to mu. So multiplying equation 3 by this function mu of xy, then what is equation 3? So equation 3 is p of xy dx plus q of xy dy is equal to 0. So we get the differential equation. So after multiplying this equation by mu, what is mu? Mu is 1 upon p dy by phi by dy by x equal to 1 upon q dy by phi by dy by y. So after multiplying this, we will get mu into p dx plus q into dy is equal to 0. So which is equal to d phi. So what is d phi? So phi is functions of xy, so its derivative will be 0. Okay. Then by property of function mu of xy is called an integrating factor of given Pfaffian differential equation, because here mu into p dx plus q into dy is equal to 0. So mu is integrating factor. Now next we will see the theorem, only the statement. A Pfaffian differential equation in two variable always possesses an integrating factor. So here we have seen mu into p of xy dx plus q of xy dy is equal to 0. So this is exact differential equation. So mu is an integrating factor. So here any differential equation in two variables always possessing an integrating factor. Now when there are three variables, then the Pfaffian differential will be, what will be its form? Which is here p, q and r are three variables, then its form will be p dx plus q dy plus r dz is equal to 0, where p, q, r are the functions of x, y and z alone. So I will take x bar is x, which is variable p, q, r. So this can be written in the form vector. So p I bar plus q j bar plus r j bar. K bar, okay, and dr bar is nothing but dr is equal to dx dy dz, which is tangential derivative. So this can be written in the vector form dxi plus dyj plus dz k bar. Okay, so this equation 2 can be written as x bar. So x bar into dr bar is equal to x into dr is equal to pi plus qj plus r k bar into dxi plus dyj plus dz k bar. So by using dot product, we know that I into j is 0, I into k is 0. So I into I is 1, j into j is 1 and k into k is 1. So that's why we get p into dx, I into I bar is 1. So p dx plus q dy plus r dz, because here since I into j is 0, so every other means I into j is 0 and I bar into I bar is equal to 1. Okay, so what we get here, x bar into dr bar is nothing but p dx plus q dy plus r dz. And what is value of this? Because here p dx plus q dy plus r dz is nothing but 0. So x bar into dr bar will be 0. Now let's see the theorem. What is theorem? Which is the necessary and sufficient conditions that there exists between two functions u and v a relation f of uv is equal to 0 not involving x and y explicitly, is that daba uv by daba xy is equal to 0. Means u and v not involving x and y explicitly, then their Jacobian daba uv by daba xy will be 0. So let's see the necessary condition. Suppose a relation, what is relation? F of uv is equal to 0 not involving x and y explicitly. Okay, so what we have given? We have given f is here, f is functions of uv, right, and u and v are functions of xy. Okay, so see this symbol. So here f is functions of x, u and v. Okay, and u is again functions of xy, right, and v is again functions of xy. Okay, so differentiating with respect to x and y, what we get? So differentiating this f with respect to x and y by using chain rule, we get, so differentiating f with respect to u and again u with respect to x. So daba f by daba u by daba x, plus differentiating f with respect to v and v with respect to x. So here first differentiate with respect to x. So daba f by daba u by daba x plus daba f by daba v by daba x is equal to 0. Call this as equation 1. Also again differentiating this function with respect to y, then what will we get? Daba f by daba u means what? Here f is functions of u and v. Okay, and u and v are functions of x and y. Okay, means what? If we differentiate this equation, first differentiate f with respect to u and then differentiate u with respect to x. Okay, next differentiate f with respect to v and then v with respect to x. So here second we will differentiate this equation with f with respect to u and then u with respect to y, plus differentiate f with respect to v and v with respect to y, which is equal to 0. Now eliminating daba f upon daba v. So daba f by daba v from these two equations, what will we get? So we want to eliminate dA by f by dA by v. So what is the coefficient of dA by f by dA by v, which is dA by v by dA by x? Means multiply this equation 2 by dA by f dA by v by dA by x and multiply this equation by coefficient of dA by f by dA by v, which is dA by v by dA by y. Means for equation 1 we will multiply dA by v by dA by y, and for equation 2 we will multiply dA by v by dA by x. So here multiply 1 by dA by v by dA by x dA by y, and second by dA by v by dA by x, and subtracting. So what we get? Now I will make the calculation. So here for first equation we have multiplied it by dA by v by dA by y, and second by dA by v by dA by x, because here we have multiplied this equation by coefficient of this, and we multiply this equation by coefficient of dA by f by dA by v, which is dA by v by dA by x. So after multiplying and subtracting, what happened? So here multiplying this, so we get dA by f by dA by u, dA by u by dA by x into dA by v by dA by y, and here plus dA by f by dA by v, dA by v by dA by x, and dA by v by dA by y equal to 0. This is the first equation, and second is dA by f by dA by u, dA by v by dA by x, dA by u by dA by y, and dA by v by dA by x, plus this equation dA by f by dA by v, dA by v by dA by y, dA by v by dA by x is equal to 0. So taking subtraction, so change the sign. What will we get here? So taking subtraction, so here what we get? So here dA by f by dA by u, dA by u by dA by x, dA by v by dA by y, and here is, so here these both terms are same. Here dA by f by dA by v, dA by v by dA by x, and dA by v by dA by y. So both will get cancelled. Here is plus and here is minus. So here from these two equations, what we take common? So dA by f by dA by u as a common, into bracket dA by u by dA by x, dA by v by dA by y, minus dA by u by dA by y, and here dA by v by dA by x equal to 0. So here we get dA by f by dA by u into dA by u by dA by x into dA by v by dA by y, minus dA by u by dA by y into dA by v by dA by x equal to 0. Now since the relation 1 involving both u and v, so therefore it follows that dA by f by dA by u is not identically 0, because f is functions of u and v. Okay, and here we have taken derivative of f with respect to u, means what? Derivative of f with respect to u is always non-zero. So we know that if a into b is equal to 0, then we know that either a is equal to 0 or b is equal to 0. So here product of two terms, either this is equal dA by f by dA by u equal to 0, or either this bracket is equal to 0. But here f is functions of u and v, so derivative of f with respect to u is not equal to 0. So means what? The only this term will be 0. Therefore we say that, so here dA by f by dA by u, and this term, so this term is known as, so this is known as dA by uv by dA by x y. This is Jacobian of u with respect to x and y, right? If we take expansion, so you will get this, because we can, this term can be written in the matrix form as, so derivative of u with respect to x, next derivative of u with respect to y, and derivative of u, next here derivative we have taken derivative of u with respect to x and y, next derivative of v with respect to x, derivative of v with respect to y. So taking derivative, so you get dA by u by dA by x into dA by v by dA by y, minus dA by v by dA by x into dA by u by dA by y. So here these terms are same. Okay, therefore value of this is nothing but Jacobian uv upon so dA by uv by dA by x y. Okay, therefore here we get, so dA by f by dA by u into dA by uv by dA by x y is equal to 0, but f is functions of uv, so dA by f by dA by u is always non-zero, means we must have dA by uv by dA by x y is equal to 0. So we get the result, means what? If u and v are relation which does not involving x and y explicitly, then we get Jacobian of uv with respect to x and y is 0. Now sufficient condition. So if we have the condition dA by uv by dA by xy is equal to 0, then we will prove that x and y, u and v does not involving x and y explicitly. So here suppose we will consider dA by uv by dA by xy is equal to 0. So we may eliminate y from u of xy and v of xy. So what we have? We may eliminate y from u and v. So we have two variables u of x, two functions u and v, both are functions of x and y. If we eliminate y from these two equations, so what will happen? F is the function of u, v and x only, because we have eliminated y from these two equations. Now differentiating these equations with respect to x and y, what will we get? So here what we have, f is functions of uv and u and v is functions of x. Okay, so we'll take we differentiate this with respect to x and y. So first differentiate with respect to x, then f is function of u and u is function of x, plus next f is functions of v and v is again functions of x, and plus here three variable, f is functions, we differentiate f with respect to x, again differentiate x with respect to x, which is equal to 0. Now so dA by f by dA by u into dA by u by dA by x, plus here dA by f by dA by v into dA by u by dA by x, plus dA by f by dA by x, and dA by x by dA by x value is 1, because derivative of x with respect to x is always 1, so we get 1, so which is equal to 0. Call this as equation number 3. Now again differentiate given equation with respect to y, then what will happen? So here dA by f by dA by u, so here f does not involve y, here y is not involved in this function f of u, v, x. Here differentiating this with respect to y, then what will happen? dA by f by dA by u into dA by u by dA by y, plus differentiating with respect to v, so f dA by f by dA by v into dA by v by dA by y, plus dA by f by dA by x and dA by x by dA by y equal to 0. So we know that if we differentiate x with respect to y, then its derivative will be 0. So this term will get 0. Okay, so only remaining first two terms, which is equal to 0. Now in these two equations, so from third equation and fourth equation, we eliminate dA by vf by dA by v. So here is dA by f by dA by v and here is dA by f by dA by v. Okay, so we multiply this equation by dA by v by dA by y, and we multiply this fourth equation by dA by v by dA by x. So here multiply equation 3 by dA by v by dA by y and 4 by dA by v by dA by x, and subtracting we get, so after multiplying this equation by dA by v by dA by y, we get this equation, and we multiply equation 4 by dA by v by dA by x, we get this equation. Now subtracting these two equations, so here this plus term and here is after subtracting we change the sign, so this term and this term get cancelled. Now from this term I will take dA by f by dA by u outside, in bracket we get dA by u by dA by x into dA by v by dA by y minus dA by u by dA by y into dA by v by dA by x, plus this term dA by f by dA by x into dA by v by dA by y is equal to 0. So by our assumption, so this value is nothing but dA by u by dA by xy. Okay, so this value is nothing but dA by u by dA by xy equal to 0. So this value is 0. 0 into something non-zero number is again 0. So we get only dA by f by dA by x into dA by v by dA by y equal to 0. Right? So here we get dA by f by dA by x into dA by v by dA by y is equal to 0, because this is nothing but dA by u by dA by xy is equal to 0. We have seen in previous. Okay, so this value is 0. So this product will be 0. So we get remaining only terms dA by f by dA by x into dA by v by dA by y equal to 0. But we have v's functions of x and y. Okay, what we have? We have v is functions of x and y. Means what? dA by v by dA by y is not equal to 0. And also we have product of two terms is equal to 0. Then either a equal to 0 or b equal to 0. Okay, so here dA by v by dA by y is not equal to 0, since y is functions of v is functions of y. So this is non-zero, means what? F derivative of f with respect to x is 0. That implies dA by x is 0. This shows that the variable x is not involved explicitly in this function. Okay. Hence, we proved that the given theorems. Hence, the proof of theorem means what? Which is necessary and sufficient condition that there exists between two functions u of xy, a relation f of uv, which is f of uv is equal to 0, not involving x and y explicitly, is that Jacobian uv by dA by xy is equal to 0. So we proved the theorem. Okay, we will stop here. Thank you.